Greetings, everyone. I am Paul with many voices, and welcome back to Mine Mogul, where that is our iron factory. As for the line itself, all of the iron and coal from down here will be going through here. And I mean all of the coal, including the coal that you find in the gold and the copper mines. Which then leads us to a problem, as also all of the gems will be brought in from everywhere, including the mystery geodes that will pop up over here. And since there's no guarantee which geode you will get, it's difficult to split them up. So I will be keeping the geodes in, but to make it a little easier for myself, I've also already replaced this conveyor belt with the rolling conveyor, as you can see, with chances that things may fall off. Look at that roll. But as long as things just are aligned, then it shouldn't be much of a problem. Good. Although the wall might be slightly higher for all I care. So, nothing down here has changed. But the change has happened up here. Well, what I also did was, as I promised, since I had $48,000, I replaced two single with doubles. And I also removed a bit of the conveyor over here to place a crusher or cluster breaker. Fortunate enough for me, the gems will not be destroyed in here. But all of the mystery geode clusters that will pop up in here will get crushed and bring out regular geodes, so that I don't have to worry about splitting them individually. And of course this system works lovely as ever. But that leads us into a new problem. How do I get the coal from the copper that is, I believe, back here and over there, as well as the gold that is over there, as well as the copper and gold that are over there and there? How do I get that into the system? Well, while also splitting up the copper and gold, because of course that stuff will be brought over here. And for that reason, because I want it to be brought up over here, I am going to demolish. I already removed almost all of the conveyors. And we'll sort this out later. We'll sort that out later. I am going to demolish all of this. Yes, I recently placed it in. For now, I will keep the stairs. Because that is also an issue. Although I absolutely love this system, it's simply no longer functional for me. For what I need it to do. So, what I will do is bring up all of the coal, all of the gold and copper over here. Of course, this is going to be our iron production with double the output. Just making sure that everything goes away before removing that. We will keep this in for now, as the coal from up here will remain in the system. But I want to ultimately, if I can find it over here, I want to bring everything down into here, and then probably just have a line. That was fast. have a line come up as high as possible and just fall into there with pretty much everything. Of course, the iron will just fall in here. But I did break the cluster of the mystery geo that was up there, as I honestly don't need to split it up anymore. Although I might have wanted to save it for now, but either way. That is going to cause that to be complete, and now I only need one amethyst geode polished, which could spawn from there, which could spawn from anywhere, which I could even have already in the third chest over here. But, oh man. Look at that, it's dancing. It's so happy that this is working so well. But yeah. Indeed, we will bring everything down from over there. I will even open up that. There's one more area up there that is locked at the moment. And I will be bringing the coal from this copper mine through the original lane over here to join up with this so that it goes up. And the gold will be brought in from over there, or at least the coal from the gold will be brought in over there, or over there. And then the coal from the copper from over there, both there and there, is going to join up with just this conveyor belt. And then the gold from back there, or the coal from back there, from the gold, is going to join up with this. Or I might just alleviate a little bit of the stress from the conveyor belt over there, all of that, and make the coal from the copper from here and there join up over here and ultimately join this conveyor, so that at least the stress will be alleviated for a bit. I think I'll do that. I mean, I'm just gonna continuously make money, and it's no real matter on what happens. But the benefit of having the crusher inside of the iron factory is that I will not need any more crushers that will crush the mystery geodes. I will still have to split them up, so the gems and the coal and the mystery geodes from the large miners will still be filtered over. And rather than being brought over down there, they're going to be brought over there to join that. So I think I'll start with this since I'm here already. Now, if I can speak and I'm not interrupted by a phone call, we've got the copper and coal miner over here and just the copper miner over here. I've also redesigned this a little bit because, you know, you might as well, if you're going to do it right. We've got a splitter over here, the sorter, with the gems and the coal. That will go that way. And for now, the copper will be joining up with the rest over here. We'll get into that in just a moment, because I also already designed a little bit of that. And ultimately, of course, that's going all the way up there. And then we will get processing. However, the coal and the gems will go through here. And through this copper line, because this also has coal. And that and that. And it goes into a splitter here with just the coal, the clusters of copper from that thing. And the crushed coal and copper and the regular copper going through here. And then going out here. Yeah. There we go. And then joining up with that bit, which is the gold. And then going around here, joining up with this again. So, now that we are here, as of course the coal. If I can get up there again. One more time, come on. Thank you. As the coal and the gems and the mystery geodes will continue over to here, over here, and into that line. alongside with the same stuff, the coal, the clusters of the mystery geodes and the gems from the gold line. Because we have everything getting sorted over here. And I also need the gold cluster, so let me grab one really quick. So I kept forgetting that. Come on, hurry up. There we go, turn it off. Up you go. With me you go. And then there. So of course this one is the one with the coal. And all of the gems from over there will just join up there. Ultimately, after the split of all of the gold going into here, into this crusher, and then going up around over here, over there, and then ultimately joining this conveyor, which is all of the copper from there and over there to the copper from there. So I could just go and bring it all upstairs right now, but I'm not going to do that. And I'm also not going to activate any of the miners yet, because, well, that would lead into a massive problem of useless stuff that I cannot have yet. Now, as it stands, I'm not too sure if I am going to need these. So I will deposit them into this chest. And I noticed that I do have a couple of things over here that occasionally do fall down. So I might just want to, preemptively, add a section of wall, Q, over here. And then over there as well. Just to make sure that if it falls down, it's going to land on the conveyor and not off it. So I'm going to also grab this thing and bring it over there. And this is where I'm going to keep those. In the meantime, if I press T and press the correct thing, we have now completed the rare geodes. Just automatically. And so we are left with the polished steel pipe. We might as well activate it right now. Which will lead into the master of pipes. And as you can see, it's going to require copper, iron, steel and gold. Only a very few gold pieces though. And of course we're in the progress of the threaded copper, which will lead into the master of threaded rods, which will require more copper threaded rods, iron threaded rods and also gold threaded rods. And then the ultimate one, which is just polished steel threaded rods. And then we go into the fun stuff. But of course we're not going to do... Well, we are going to complete this, because copper will be the first thing I will complete. And we will activate this to get the copper and the iron done already. And then also the pipes, of course. But we still need steel pipes for that. In research, however, walled conveyor, overflow splitter, walled merger, splitter sheet. And, you know, I could just do the diff thing. Because, honestly, what does it matter? No, I'm not going to do that yet. I do want the package here. Well, I'll place it over here. Maybe extend the building by... No, I'm not going to extend the building by one. That's silly. But that would lead to a lot less stuff cluttering up the line over here. And in the meantime, all of this, well, minus the rod, because the rod is useless. All of this stuff will just go onto the conveyor belt there, get processed. I won't need them. However, that does leave getting the coal out of the copper from over here and making sure that copper also ends up joining, well, that's over there, the copper over there, and then the gold from over here. I have to split that as well. And as you can see, I've already cleared up all of the machines, and I will have to figure out how to get that done. I think what I will do for the end of this episode is to make sure that that has been done, so that all of the whatchamacallit, all of the preparations to send the rest upstairs will be done. Because oh, of course. Why didn't I think of that before? We have this. Well, I know what I'm going to do then. And I think that I will have the copper be produced over here. The gold. Well, I might as well show it and unlock it as we speak. There is one more gold node up here. Well, lots of other gold as well, but this is the actual cave. Sorry. And with that, once we have this set up as well, with coal over here, we should have literally every single bit of well, not just area in use, but also all of the miners hooked up and into the system. And of course, all of that stuff will fall down into here and then go into, well, this is actually the elevator. So I'll have to get into that. Well, now that I know how to get the coal and the copper and the gold out of there, I am going to clean up this area. Look at that. We have one of those as well. Well, to Geronimo. And I missed. No worries. So yes, I am going to do that and just that. Alright, so back at the original 2 coal gold stuff. Now these two don't produce any ores, but they do produce gems, of course. So rather than going up and around, it just goes down, merges in. Might as well add a light to the situation here. There, perfecto. And merges over here. That is where the coal and the copper and the other gems come from. Well, you've seen it before, so I don't need to show it to you again. Now it goes around over to here, and I do need to do 5. Because I've done 5 from everything there, so just go along, go along, go along. Round the corner, over to here. And this is where the coal and the gems will split. As there are no mystery geodes to worry about, it just goes around here, down here, and then joins up this line. So yes, we are going to slightly increase the throughput of that line. Doesn't really matter. And of course, as I said, it's gonna be a little tedious to get up there. Actually, everything is. Going up over here. Over to here. Over to here. And this is where the guild will split over to there. And the copper will just continue along the line here. Now, we haven't even touched this area yet. So, it's a good thing that we still have plenty to do. Now, there is some gold over there, but that is just regular gold, so... And... diamonds, and emeralds, and a drill. So, we might as well just bring this over. To there. That over to there. And this over to here. Now there is some iron over here, but of course that's useless. So I'll bring the iron over to there as well as the drill bits. And we'll just toss them down stairs, if I can stay up there. So now we have access to this place. So yes, I've also gathered up all of the crates that I hadn't destroyed yet from over here. So the gold will come over here. This is where we're going to do the gold production area. Maybe drop it down a little bit over here. And then everything, including the copper and the steel, will join in over here. And ultimately down there. Now, a few more things that I did, because we had a little spillage over here. I just added a couple of walls in here. We're gonna keep having that spillage over there occasionally, I don't really care. Added another drill bit in here. This place is rather full. And in the house itself... Ooh, how did you get here? Maybe it is useful to replace all of those eventually with the higher ones. We had a lot of spillage of iron bars over here, iron ingots, so I placed a couple of walls over here. And also a little bit of spillage over here. So I added some walls over here as well. It looks hideous, but this is function over form in this case. And everything just still works as intended. Beautiful, yeah. Right, now that we have that sorted, if I can get downstairs, thank you. What I will do as well, to finish it off, is 1, 2. Just that. And you know what? To make it look nice, I should have a roof. The Q. Might as well make that a proper wall. Q. Q. Just to make it look a little nicer. There. Kind of looks like a little outhouse, doesn't it? Perfect. Right, I'm afraid that I will no longer be using the cannons or the targets. So, the targets. And I don't think I'll be needing these anymore either, because I've got the merchant conveyors. So, sad but true, as Metallica would say. You have outlived your usefulness. In you go. As for the rest, because for the copper and the steel and the gold, I will be using the vault conveyors. We're going with 1000 for now. Vault conveyor corner will do, well, let's say 250 for now. Vault slope conveyors, 250. Ledges, no. Or overflow splitter, not yet. I thought I had the vault merger as well. There. I will do 100 for now. That's half the money already gone. Now let's sort out my inventory real quick, like so. We will be keep using the these things. So in fact, we won't need those anymore. I think I won't be needing. I'll keep them. We'll need those. We'll need those. We won't need these anymore. And the rest will still be somewhat useful. So we'll do the construction stuff up here. There, we will have you there. 1 by 2, 2 by 1. Yes, I am just silly like this. The 2 by 2, we need the walls, the roofs, and the lamps. We'll get a couple more of those as well, eventually. Okay, we have the heavy miners, the regular miners, those things. I won't need this either, because I will not be producing any more gems. And we've got those and these, those, and rolling mills. So we need. Actually, I won't need these anymore. So that means that I need. Because these are the pipe rollers. The threading lathes and the rod extruders. No, I have them. There's and those. This. This. Well, let's go shopping. Machines. So, we'll have 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 4 copper. Because that is our first objective next time. Copper. And we're gonna vertical box sorter. Although I don't actually need that. But I'm still getting one because it can process a lot more than the regular sorters. Because remember, we are getting all of the stuff from upstairs as well as downstairs. And there are 2 big mines upstairs and now 3 small mines downstairs. So we definitely need that as well. And besides, we are going to get gems. No, we're not. Because we're getting some rapid auto miners. And heavy auto miners. Let's just get 10 of those. And 7 of those. Not 70. And you can go away. Right. 2, 3. But I don't have enough space in my inventory. Right, so I think that with that, I'm going to end it off over here. Just a lot of preparation. And once the coal line is running, I will also turn on the coal lines down here so that we will get more coal processed. So that we will get more diamonds and rubies. I finally remembered the name rather than red gems. Anyway, with that, I am Paul with many voices. I thank you all for watching, and I do believe that we just have about everything that we need. Of course, I could have used this area as well, but that's boring. Actually, it's not boring, but it's useless. Learn the difference. I thank you all for watching, and I will see you all next time. Goodbye.